our sponsor, King Online, does prep and give it's so they've got a program they're doing, which is what I spoke on at the beginning. They've got a program they're doing where they are issuing out prep for free across the whole. Is it across the whole country, Delhi? Right, so they're issuing out prep for free across the whole country. It's you don't pay for it, right? So you don't necessarily have to go to you go to a pharmacy, right, and literally try and get it, because you can just jump onto kingonline.co.za, go through to their prep tab on their website, and then basically just see who's eligible. There's certain criteria you need to fulfill, like for instance, you if you don't have any comorbid conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, your renal function needs to be A-OK, basically needs to be above 50. I think you get a nurse or something to get through to you, so your renal function needs to be A-OK. You have to be older than 15 years old to be eligible for PrEP. What else? That was just something we're doing, right? And that King Online is really big on, right? And so kudos to that. So you don't have to fret or worry much about
the financial part.
Right? So you think it's a good initiative?
Yeah, like if I get cuffed, I'll use that option.
You use that option. Okay, cool. Do you think people are willing and open to talk about? No, people are willing and open, just in general. I mean, you talked about how guys sort of shy away and run away, right? But are people more open now to talk about it when they know your status? Like, will guys still date you, right? Do they see beyond the virus, right? And that
they do so.
They do.
With my experience.
Yeah, they do.
There's two types of guys.
Yeah.
There's the guy that wants to, but the friends.
Eesh.
The friends. Like, they truly understand everything but the friends. Because I've had a situation in which the guy liked me, I liked him, and then when he was about to ask me out, the friend saw that and stopped him immediately, turned him down.
That is wrong.
Yeah. And he obviously believed the friend, so he stepped away. And I have another instant where the guy did not care. As long as he understood, we were fine.
I've also noticed that honesty is a big part of it, and I resonate with honesty. Right, when you lie to me, I back off.
I get that.
But when you're truth about it, you're like, okay, cool. I really feel guys are not cool, man. Like,
but it's certain guys. I mean, the issue is like when you can't stand on it, because if you enter a relationship with me, you have to understand that this, as public as I am, it is something people are gonna ask you in a very warning way. Yeah. So if you're gonna feel ashamed at yourself, I can't do that personally.
Dude, you know what? Like, you are solid, bro. Like, I'm actually just trying to think of myself in your situation. And it's easy to speak from a position of, I'm not going to say privilege, but from a position where you're not HIV positive and you want to talk about, say, no, it's okay, right? I've never walked a day in your shoes, and I'm being empathetic right now, trying to see how your life has been, right? Imagine getting rejection at that, bro, at that age.
At that, I was directly stigmatized on top of that.
Snap.
Yeah, I went to a party, like it was a race party. So someone, like, they saw me on TikTok. Whenever I get that interaction, it's always positive. Yeah. So I'm there. And then my other friend, they went to my other friend because they thought we were dating.
Yeah.
They were warning him.
Oh,
they're like, are you aware? Like, be safe. And then my friend, obviously being very protective, it was more aggressive to him. And I didn't know this until the next day. I was like, yeah. So I think I had to go through that.
Yeah.
I take that as a blessing. I had to go through that. And now...
You know, I think another thing is also when you look at reality, and the way we see our reality, we see life as though it can't happen to me.
Yeah.
Oh, you understand, right?
Yeah.
Like, as though you're immune to it. Dude, do you know how many people get HIV every day? I think I had it on the last podcast. I'm forgetting. I don't know. You should watch the last podcast. Did you subscribe?
I subscribed.
You better subscribe, right? You can't be telling people to subscribe. Yeah.
Please.
Right. Dali, did you subscribe?
Don't do that.
Yeah. I need to get my mom to subscribe. That's what I need to do. But anyway, we're looking at the numbers. The numbers are astounding, bro. Like, the number of people that are getting HIV every day, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Now everyone, if people are going to treat you like that or come at you like that, that's not cool though, right? And I think that's how, maybe everyone should just become HIV positive.
Once. It'll be a combined period.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do you, because if people now, you see, when someone doesn't have something, then they think they're better than you, right? I read something, Christians judging Christians for who sins better, right? And that is sad. That is really horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, dude, we're running out of time, but let's keep going. Choose another.
2.
Two. Number two.
Did you
number
ask that question you wanted to ask?
Wait, I'll get to it.
Okay.
You told me your story. You told me your name, right? Another. You're looking. Don't
I
look
can't
at
see,
6.
though.
Oh, you can't see. Yeah, you need glasses.
I
eh?
wear glasses.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. What do you do? What services do you offer? Because I heard you've got a PR team, do you? And I just heard, from the grapevine. You've like, I mean, when people have a PR team, I'm like,
I'm
snap.
the PR. I'm the face.
Oh, okay. You're Brittany Moore or Gasol Bevo. Oh no, they are old
I have
school.
everything.
Yeah, everything. Eh?
So I do. So I have a public speaking background.
Oh, yeah,
Because of
nice.
that background, I offer more motivations. I drop a bit of quotes here and there.
Yeah.
And I'm a beauty guru. Do you know what that is?
A what?
A beauty guru.
A beauty guru?
Yeah.
Why are you putting a twang to it? A
twang.
beauty guru? A beauty guru? Want to join me for spot of tea? Me and my mates like her. What? Yeah, anyway, what's a beauty guru?
I do makeup, skincare.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like beauty stuff.
Beauty stuff?
Yeah, and I also do lifestyle and the big thing, HIV. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Can you make me look pretty?
Yeah.
Really? Serious?
Seriously.
Oh, am I pretty?
You're pretty. You're a handsome man.
No, I'm pretty, bro.
You're pretty. I like that.
Handsome has got that ugliness in it. Like
That ugly
that
pretty.
ugliness, ugly pretty. Yeah, that's the ugly
my
pretty,
goodness.
pretty. Yeah. I don't want that. I want
You don't
that,
want that?
pretty. Yeah, like look at it. He's such a beautiful man.
So we have 14 minutes?
To go.
Hectic.
Cool. Give me another number. We're back at it.
17.
17. 17. We asked, when did you become HIV positive?
24 there.
24. Whew. Even I'm scared for you to answer this one. Are you sexually active? And then do your parents know? Because your mom's gonna watch this, dude. You can make a pass on that. But let me tell you something. When you make a pass in it, we know the answer. Yeah, it is that.
I'm a pass.
You're passing on that. Ah, snap. You could have lied and just said no. I'm joking. No, she's passing. She didn't comment, guys.
I'm
We don't know.
commenting.
We don't know. We don't know.
Unsure.
It's unclear out
Yeah.
here. She pleads the fifth.
The fifth.
Right? We can't hold her accountable for whatever comes. I'll tell you this. All right. I think, and I'm just, the reason I ask you this is, I think the problem is we come from a conservative, okay, not the problem. One of the problems we encounter in society is we come from such a very conservative society, but the reality is everyone is having sex. That's why HIV is going so.
That's why it's spreading.
Do you understand, right? So until we address that, right, and until we own up to that, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say it like this. White families talk about sex like so easy.
Like, but sometimes, have you ever had that, like, dream to be adopted by a white family?
Me?
Yeah.
For the money, eh?
For the money, just for everything.
Because I grew up in a broke family, bro. Yeah.
I was in, like, this event with, like, World Health Organization, and I forgot the country's name, but they celebrated having under 9 yearly HIV infections.
Serious?
Like, they were even complaining who are the 9 people. I'm like, it's because the services they have, everyone's aware, everyone speaks about HIV. I'm just like, isn't that the dream? To speak and not be looked at.
And that sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. So I'm looking at all this. If you really look at white families, right, and how the white culture is like, they're very open and their kids get to talk about sex and expose things like this. Dude, I even said in the last podcast that I couldn't tell my mom. I mean, I've never had a conversation with my mom about sex. I can't talk about sex with
Like,
my mom.
oh,
Right? That's the
creep.
family we come from. You understand, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think that's a problem. I think we need to literally bridge that so we are able to talk about sex as part of life, right? And we need to understand that if you're not teaching your kids about sex, someone else is.
And it's the wrong thing.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, and if you can't bring matters like that to your kids or to your family, and because we are very conservative, mostly as black people, I think we lose it. right? And I think we'll lose a generation, and maybe that's one solution to fixing the problem. So maybe we can look at that as well. So yeah, on to the next one. What's the next one?
28.
28. I think I have a funny feeling you saw 28.
I saw purpose. I saw the word purpose.
Oh yeah, but we sort of talked about it. Do you
33.
think?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, no, that's cool. The question was going to be: do you think they're purposefully not looking for a cure? I mean, the cost of ARV, we did that. 33. What do you think is wrong with the government in fighting HIV? What are they not doing right?
I mean, medically, they're doing right.
Medically, you think so? I don't think they're doing anything. Listen, this is me speaking like this because I'm thinking the reason why they will not look for a cure is it's a profitable business. That's why.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why would I go? Everyone knows that the money's in the comeback.
Yeah.
So why would I go look for a cure when whatever? But anyway, that's another story, right? But what do you think the government is not doing right? They're politicians after all.
Yeah, I'm such an emotional person. I'm just saying emotionally.
But don't cry on me now. I don't know how to react when people cry.
Okay, so when I found out I was 18, right, the only knowledge I've ever had was from the textbook.
Dude, it took a textbook to teach you about.
Even so, that topic comes once in a year. That's Term 3 vibe, yeah. So the only knowledge is the girl from the village goes into the big city, meets a placer.
Oh, snap.
So that's why when I found out, I was like, I've not had a placer. Even beyond that, the fact that you can, like, there's ways you can get it not sexually was also a shock to me because HIV is only joined with sex.
Yeah, and that's wrong. That's actually a narrative we need to step away from.
Because when I disclose, when I think I met someone, they go to sexual. Like, they're like, oh, so you got it from your previous partner? I'm like, sir, no.
Snap.
Like, no.
That's
even me having to explain it, I'm just like, even if I got it, so I have to explain who the partner was now. It's just like, no.
That's such a myopic view that I think we have. And I think it's a label we've put.
It's a label.
Sex equals HIV.
Yeah.
Sex equals babies. Right?
Yeah.
And that's actually a bad narrative. Okay, cool. So, like, interesting enough, I think I'm also guilty of that. If I really think about it. Like, I mean, I'm exposed to it, but the one thing that has been embedded in our minds is sex, HIV. But I've had a needle prick. I've had to take PrEP before, right?
Did you have side effects? Like, horrible?
I've taken PrEP before, yeah. Side effects. I think the first time you take it, it's horrible.
Oh, it's horrible.
It can be horrible. They're also biggish pills, man.
Yeah.
I think we need to make them smaller, bro.
I think they're similar to PEP, those side effects.
But now what they're doing is they've come up with something where you literally take it monthly. Like, I think it's a subdermal. Basically, it goes under your skin, right? It's a literally, if I'm not mistaken, I'm subject to correction, guys, before I start rambling nonsense, right? But it's like literally a slow release that gets into your body. Then you don't necessarily have to take the pill always.
Oh, okay.
That's actually a pretty cool thing, right? I think they're working on that. It's going to cost a bit. I think there'll be a patent on it. That's just the politics and the bureaucracy. I don't think HIV is a conspiracy. Just to say that, clear the air. Before I get cancelled. But I don't think HIV is a conspiracy. I think the government don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to manage it. Politicians trying to please people, and they'll always drift towards the majority.
Poor us, we're suffering.
Imagine, not the minority. I forgot even what you asked me. What did you ask?
I have no idea.
You've got no idea. Oh, the government, are they doing enough? I don't think the government is doing enough. I think they can do more. Okay. Right? I don't think businesses are doing enough. I think we can do more. I believe at a family level, we can also do more. We can talk more about it, right? We need more companies on board. We need companies like King Online, right? They do health products, but PrEP wasn't their mainstay. But they jumped on and they said that, what, maybe we can make a difference in this space. And they're doing that, right? They didn't need to, right? But they're doing it, you understand? Yeah. But imagine if we create that awareness, if every company is forced to do something of the sort, right? Yeah. Because COVID comes, it's an epidemic. HIV has been an epidemic, bro.
Like, for years.
And how do we fix that problem, right? I agree with you, talk about it, but I think we're done talking. We need to look at better ways to talk about it and other solutions. So, yeah, that's that. Think of another.
52.
52. You saw 50.
Oh, there's only to 51.
Oh, 51. Yeah.
Okay, 51.
51. Oh, if you want prep, go to King online and get it for free. That wasn't a question. Okay.
45.
45. Are there specific resources? Hold on. 45. Now I need my glasses. Are there specific resources or organizations you found particularly valuable in your journey?
Yeah. So you're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
The name of the organization is Fuck You. The reason it's a youth organization, so we get it, right?
You really want me to get cancelled? I'm gonna add this on a church thing. I'm joking.
No.
Okay.
So, but like, if you could say professional is FAQ. That's an organization I've worked with for 2 years now.
Yeah.
The first biggest one. It's a youth organization in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've had projects. I don't know if you see, there's a video of me where I'm like holding a sign. It's not on my TikTok.
Oh, sorry. I was about to check on your TikTok right now.
I'll show you. There's like a video of me saying, I'm HIV positive, give me a hug. It was like part of the campaign. It did so well. Yeah. That's the organization I'm truly grateful for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get us on board? Tell them we talk about cool things and then even fund us. Fund our project as well.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, cool, man. But actually, I'm actually interested in this. Like, it's called what? Fuck you.
You see, you get it.
I can't say it.
It's very funny.
FAQ, right?
Yeah,
FAQ, and that is actually quite dope.
Yeah,
That's actually quite
it's very
dope.
funny.
Very catchy. Very, very catchy. How would you say that on TV, though?
Fuck you.
Bruh,
It's the name, guys.
I've got relatives, bruh. I've got all my goggles, bruh. I'm going to ask my mom to watch this.
But you spelled it FAQ.
FAQ, guys. Like frequently asked questions, eh?
Like,
FAQ, right? Right. And okay, so that's an organization you've been working on, and they've been.
Yeah, it's the longest one, because we're still working together. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Tell me about. Okay, you see this question. My sister actually gave you this question.
Really?
Yeah. Like shout out to my sister Annie. Like she's part of the team. Okay. Shout out to Annie. I've known her for like ages. Well, okay, she's my sister, but like she's not my birth sister type situation. She's I love that baby, bro. She's a baby to me, bro. Like. And I'm like I said, I'm very protective. That's probably one of the things that I think. I didn't want guys hitting on her. Right? I'm very protective. Like, hey, dude. I used to be a bouncer, hey guys. I know I'm fat now. Hey, dude, I used to be a bouncer, bro. This used to be muscle, bro.
Was it a side hustle or like serious?
Yeah, back in varsity actually.
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, I that's how I supported myself through varsity. So I was a bouncer. Played basketball, did a bit of radio. What else did I do? Yeah, I played provincial basketball, eh? That's borderline semi-professional, guys. Remember I told you when someone tells you about their glory days, they're old? Flip. No, I'm old.
You were saying the question?
Oh, yeah, what question? What is it? What question? I got lost now. I'm talking about myself.
Your sister gave you.
Oh, yeah, it was literally that. Like, what journey throughout your journey, what organizations do you think have been most supportive and that sort of thing? Then, yeah, what else? Okay, yeah, give me another one. Then we'll run through it. I think we're running out of time. 27. We did 27 though.
Oh, we did 5. No, 7.
7. Okay. Have you always wanted to be famous? Because you're becoming popular right now. You're a popular person. And how's that going to work out? And how's that changed? Before you had 0 subscribers and now you've got 175,000.
Everyone wants to be famous.
Everyone wants to be famous. Oh, really?
I mean, obviously, with my generation, influencers are in.
Yeah.
So I was like, where can I find an influencer does my thing?
Yeah.
So that was my way in. Looking forward, if I can make enough for me to survive monthly, that would be my job.
That would be your job.
Yeah.
But you can. I think you'd be good.
I can, but like, I need a lot. Like, you see, it goes through level. Yeah.
You know what? We're setting up a studio. I really want, like, I'd really want you to have a podcast, eh?
Really?
Like, and I'd really want you to come and just talk about whatever it is you talk about, right?
Yeah.
I'd want you on board. Like, I'd want you on our team. But anyway, don't say that because you're your own PR and you have to say that because we're gonna. I want you to say that, like, yeah, no, but I want to be part of your team because you guys are so cool and marvelous. Yeah. So, right, you know what? I'm gonna run through this, right? And we just see. Ask you who runs your PR. You know what a menstrual cup is. What's your viral load? You told us. What do you think of male circumcision? Think about that. What is the one thing you'd change about yourself? And let's see. What has been the hardest thing? So let's do what has been the hardest thing. What do you think of male circumcision? And what's your take on that? Yeah, let's do those. Let's tackle those ones real
What
quick.
has been my hardest take?
Oh yeah, and the hardest thing you've ever had to deal with. Yeah.
Regarding what, like this or anything else?
Just in life in general. You can even talk about this though, but like in life and in general.
Okay, let's start with this. I think being stigmatized was hard.
Being stigmatized.
Yeah, that was hard because it was not only those guys, but like a guy I really liked.
Really?
Low-key, yeah.
Snap, yeah.
But other than that, what else?
When should I go punch? Tell me his name.
I'll send you the details.
Because we can do this. We can get down and dirty, grimy out here. Eh? This will be a bouncer. Eh?
Yeah.
We need to put it out there that we do not violence.
That he did me wrong. We are coming. He did me wrong. We are coming.
But on that note, what do you think also of this is just like out of the blue, right? Yes, we don't condone violence. Yeah, we don't condone violence. No, we don't condone violence. Like totally, guys. Actually, I don't believe in that.
You don't.
Right. But what do you think of bullies, right? Bullies, and what do you think of stringent laws? Because you know what, I really don't like how the law is like. There's physical bullying, yeah, when people beat you up, but I really feel that there's that bullying, that stigmatization. That's a sort of bullying,
It is.
right? I feel that there is when someone just has power over you and they use and abuse it. I don't think that's cool. Or if they make you feel smaller because of who you are or what you are, I don't like that. But what do you think of bullying and like just in general? And
It's a horrible thing because I was not always this loud. So I was bullied in primary school.
Yeah.
Emotionally, bullying is not. I don't think it's gonna stop because at the same time, there's a theory that says in everyone's life we've been a bully to someone else.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah. So that's why I'm just like, we can, as much as we can blame the other person, it's always an inside thing.
My take was going to be this though. I was thinking, as you were actually responding, I realized, and I thought about Chris Rock. He's got this thing that I think we need more bullies. You see, the reality is, and this is what I was trying to say, that you get bullied outside of life in different spheres of life. You're getting bullied in school, like if you were saying, but in life and in the corporate world, you got a boss who's going to bully you. You've got your husband, wife, partner, girlfriend. The guy at the till is going to bully you. The guy who's giving you a service. If you go, dude, have you ever been to a government office and wanted service? If that is not bullying of the utmost order, bro, my goodness, bruh. If I work in a hospital and sometimes I look at those nurses and I was like, yo,
You guys are not doing things.
these guys are not cool, bruh. But my point is, one thing I learned, because I went to a boys' school, all boys' school, best school in the world, Prince Edward Boys. Arians will keep thy torch ablaze when the lion rode off. I can go on. But anyway, I went to an all boys school, right? And that for me was the best thing that ever happened to me because it taught me about life. Life is not given to you. Life is not easy. I don't know how you're going to how you're going to plant those traits in people, right? Or expect that from people. I mean, how are you going to plant? How are you going to plant the traits or the attributes that make you tough and give you tough skin and withstand if you're not bullied? I don't know how you're going to do that. I don't really, because I was bullied, bro. I was bullied I lost a friend of my, His younger brother was my friend. He was not really my friend. He was older, like a good 5-6 years older. Played rugby, bro. He actually eventually played pro rugby, right? Professional rugby in Germany, right? Anyway, we're kids, man. I lost his Walkman, right? We had Walkmans, yes. We had Walkmans. You guys don't know what Walkmans are. What you know what a Walkman is? What? Let's cancel this, bro. Like, stop this. You don't know what a Walkman is?
No. Okay, what is it?
You don't know what a Walkman is? A Walkman. Do you know what a Walkman is? Okay, you better know what a Walkman is.
It's like where you put the CD and then it's like.
No, that's a Discman, bro. That's a Discman. What? You guys are too old. You're too young. What am I saying? I'm too old, bro. You guys don't know what a Walkman is? Anyway, I'm exposing myself. Do you know what a video cassette is?
Okay,
Oh, that
now I
DVD
see it.
thing,
Now
like
No, it's not a DVD. It's a video cassette.
Yes, I know what it is. We
You
have
know-
to roll it in with your finger. Like
You know, okay, now that's a video cassette. Now you've got an audio cassette.
Yes, those are.
That's how we started listening to music, by the way. Well, I started. I think they had vinyls. So anyway, like no one has ever made me feel so old like this, bro. What? You don't know what a Walkman is? Anyway, no, dude, like I can't even get past that. Anyway, let's do this. So I lost this guy's Walkman. Actually, it got stolen from me. He gave me his Walkman to fix it. I took it to school thinking I was cool so I can go show off at my mates. It was the last day of school. Got to school, showed it to this friend of mine. He started listening to it. I was pretending like it's mine, that sort of thing. And then last day of school, he steals the Walkman. We go on holiday. He starts bullying me. And then when I go back to school, when school's open, that guy had transferred. And this guy bullied me for 2 years. Dude, he used to beat me, but he was a boarder. So you only come home holiday time. Holiday time, I had to be indoors the whole day. When he saw me, he'd beat me. Then he tricked me, and I ended up giving him the radio my mom had bought, right? Giving it to him as payment so that he stops bullying me. Dude, I was in grade 5, right? He was like grade 10, 11, thereabout, right? And I don't even know why he gave it to me to fix it, but I fixed it actually because I could fix things, right? And then eventually, long and short of it is, he bullied me. And I told myself I'm gonna beat him up one day because I'm big now. But he's a big guy. He's a grown man. I mean, we're cool. We're mature.
You're cool
I don't
now.
condone violence, but there are 2-3 people I really want to beat up. His name is I can't say his name, bro. But no, he's my boy. He's my boy. Like
He's your boy now?
I'm really close. No, he's not my boy. I'm really close friends with his brother.
Oh, okay.
Right, his younger brother. We were really close friends, right? But I still want to beat him up just for that. Like I really do.
Just for that vibe.
Right, and then there's another guy who bullied me as well. Right, his name is Gina. So Ignatius. Right, that one was Eddie. Right, I'm not gonna tell his last name. Right, who's the third guy that I want to beat up? Oh yeah, the guy who almost got my friend arrested because he was a coward for something that wasn't true. I'd really love to beat up those 3 people. If I ever get arrested, it's because I beat up 3 people. Just know
We
that.
know.
You can come bail me out, guys. Right, I'll get my rep there. But we don't condone violence. I don't condone it. It wasn't really cool. I think because of that, I'm very protective. Right? I don't like bullies. I hate bullies. So when you tell me that people stigmatize you, dude, that hurts me. Hey? Like I feel like
You feel like,
I'm
but like it's what you said. It's a you develop like my character grew from that because it had to happen at some point. Because I was like, oh, sunshines and roses, like
Yeah.
everyone loves it. And then
yeah. Wait. Oh yes, the other question: circumcision, male circumcision. What do you think about it? It's a mechanism that's out there for people to. They say that it helps reduce the rate of infection. What do you think? What's your take on
I
it?
believe it.
You believe it?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I don't believe it, by the way.
You know?
No, I don't actually.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
So is it a guy thing? Like, do you have to be told that you have to go and get circumcised? Because I know there's some guys that choose not to.
I chose not to, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
why?
Imagine I'm putting myself on blast. I shouldn't have said that. Really shouldn't have said that. Now people are very imaginative. Like, oh,
So
snap.
at this age, why do you choose?
Okay, so one, I don't understand why circumcision needs to happen. That's first and foremost. I know they put out an agenda to say that it helps reduce HIV. Technically, the hypothesis is founded. So when they come and they say the reason why, I'll put it in simple terms: the cells that are there when your foreskin is there attract the virus, and it's a good entrapment area for the virus.
Oh, okay.
Right. So and the way I look at it, I really haven't read the research around it, but it sounds more theoretical than it is more practical because they can't do clinical research. It's unethical unless they did, though. I don't know how they would have done it, right? But it'll be unethical for you to go and research and say, okay, cool, guy, go have unprotected sex. Let's see if you get HIV. You understand,
okay,
right?
okay.
Like how you don't do that. The same way you can't do a lot of clinical trials and clinical tests on babies, right? It's the same logic because it's a baby. It's very unethical and it's not proper. Let me put it that way, for lack of a better word, right? So that's on the science side. From a personal point of view, I don't understand how it tallies and how it relates to you not getting HIV. The way I understand it is, if you're gonna get HIV, whether or not if you're not safe about it, you're gonna get it.
I get you.
So for me, how do you now rationalize and come and say, because I'm circumcised, I'm not gonna get HIV? That's a wrong narrative. I think because what that now does is it gives out the wrong impression and says people should go and have unprotected sex or should not be safe and they should be lascivious in their behavior. The English bundles are not going out, huh?
It's a Friday.
That's a Friday. The English bundles are in now. So they should be lascivious, basically be promiscuous, right? In their behavior, only because they're circumcised. So I don't really follow that narrative. I really feel that I don't think they should put it like that. I never judge people. I never fault people. I just may not agree with you. So I know culturally, a lot of cultures, right, would recommend that. I know Tswanas do that. My grandmother's was Tswana on my father's side, right? I know that Xhosas and Pedis also do that. I think. I don't know. isiZulu. I'm a Zulu. Do you guys are big on circumcision?
It's up to you, man.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
But like, do you go? Would they
On the
go
mountain.
to the mountain?
I'm Bumalanga Zulu, so I don't know about deep. But it was my brother's choice, and he chose to.
He chose to
it's
do
a
it.
choice,
Yeah. Look. Like I said, from a thing. Yeah, good for them. I know they circumcised my baby brother. I was angry.
Yeah.
Right.
So they gave you a choice. I didn't give.
Well, no one ever took me there. But either way, like as an adult, I'm like, no, dude, I won't do it because I just don't understand why are you chopping my foreskin? Like, why?
Okay.
What do I have to gain or whatever? And I know I've been told like a lot of people don't find it appealing or attractive or it's not clean. There's nothing unhygienic for me. I think I'd like to believe I'm a clean person. 2 showers a day. It's as good as saying I think it's the equivalent of saying a woman is not clean or is just dirty because what? I mean, you're a human being. It's a mindset thing. Yeah, exactly. You're clean. So just necessary hygiene and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's that. What else? Anyway, that was that. What else you want to talk about? Give me another one.
14.
14. Okay. What is the one thing you would change about you? Sounds like an obvious question, but I don't think it's that obvious. I want to understand this. This is a very deep question. No, because under normal circumstances, I would think the first thing I would think I'm like, okay, cool, maybe not being HIV positive because of the stigma and that sort of thing. But what is the one thing you would change about you? Would you change that?
But like, I don't know. I'm just so realistic. How would that change? You get that?
Let's just say you get a cure for HIV. Is it something you would want? I'm just so okay. Like, there's no cure, but let's just say
I
you get
understand.
cured. Yeah. Would you pray for a miracle
To happen then one day?
Yeah. Would you?
Why not, man? But it's not something I've thought about, I guess.
It's not something you thought about.
Yeah.
And apart from that, what else would you change about you and who you are?
I'm a female, so I'm an overthinker. I would like not to overthink about things I can't control.
You can't control. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. What's the hardest thing about living with HIV? Stigma.
They are the big one, disclosing.
Yeah.
But I discovered it's not only about disclosing to your partner, friends.
Disclosing. Snap, friends.
Yeah. Because obviously when I'm with people, and you saw it's not Thando, so it's easy for other people, their friends, to send them videos of me now, and they're like, "Oh, I found out about this." I'm like, "Oh my goodness." The hardest part, my age group. So everyone's like, "Oh, are you on Instagram?" Right? I sometimes don't show my Instagram because they'll see that thing, and I had to explain. I'm like, "Oh, this is just gonna ruin group right now." Yeah. I think that's disclosing for me.
Okay, disclosing is the most difficult thing. Okay, cool. What's second? Keep thinking. What's second?
What do you mean? What's like? Oh,
second hardest thing. Yeah.
What else? I guess, but with being stigmatized, I'm so over it. That's why.
Yeah.
Like I went through the biggest thing. Come on now. What else?
Yeah.
Can you say, really?
Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of which, when I was talking about, you see, I think guys will take stigma better than females will. I'll tell you why. Right? Because naturally, guys are going to be chasers. You chase girls, right, darling? How many times have you been rejected? How many times have you approached a girl, and how many times have you been rejected? Plenty. Right. What's your success rate? What's your strike rate? What's your strike rate?
No, what I saw is that I had to split it up. There's the strike rates before.
Oh, before you now. The high school strike rates. Yeah.
Strike rates after high school.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
After high school, a lot more successful.
A lot more successful.
High
Yeah.
school,
Yeah.
You're going through. Yeah. It wasn't.
So, yeah, for guys, when you get older, that's when it gets better, but you're still gonna face rejection.
And then I'll tell you this, and this is something I learned. I got bad so many times growing up, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. I've been depressed. I remember the first girl I had a crush on. Her name is Rumbidzai Katituku. Please don't Google it. You're gonna Google. She's beautiful. Hey, she's beautiful. Like primary school, dude. And I was a baby, bro, and I tried to hit on her and got the worst bat of my life, bro. Stigmatized me. Like, that was stigma, bro. You talking stigma? That crushed my heart. I didn't have a heart after that, bro. Solid and savage. But I went through a whole lot more. Not just her, but I just remember hers was the worst. Now, fast forward to now. When I get rejection, I don't feel it. I'm inert to it. That taught me. And I learned that, when you really, in retrospect, you look at it and you're like, if I had not gone through that, I wasn't going to be able to deal with whatever I'm dealing with now. And I'm talking about rejection from all aspects of life, from work, from business, from interviews, and then you don't get the interview, or just rejection across the board. Now, I appreciate and I thank God for that. I didn't realize it then, but my heart was broken, bro. My small little heart, bro, was gone, man. It's gone. Right? So what's cool about it was, when I talk about guys, the reason I'm talking about this is because guys go through rejection. And that develops tough skin for men. That's why men are like, no, men are... it's because you've gone through a lot, right? You have to chase girls, bro. How many girls hit on you, bro?
Now it's better.
No,
girls hit on you? Yeah. Dude, let's exchange places, bro. Like, I want girls to hit on me, right? But my point is, no one really hits on... Most girls are not that forward, right? Exactly. So for me, going through that stigma and that thing, trust me, it's making you savage, bro.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, if it happens again, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be as bad as the first.
You understand?
So that's why it's not my heart, because I'm...
So I wish you become tougher and stronger, because the battles are gonna get worse.
Oh, worse.
Right? But at least now you've got tougher skin and you can handle more than the average person can. And I'm happy. I'm not happy that it's you, but I'm happy that you can deal with it. You understand? You got the capacity to deal with it. Guys, I think we can just sum it up. Then, yes. Let me ask you, 36. Do you think condoms work in the prevention of HIV?
Yeah.
Okay. If condoms work, why is HIV still going up?
People don't like condoms. I speak about this so many times. Like, because it's like that theory is like, if you're with someone that's HIV positive, you have to always use condoms. So I joke about it. I'm like, yeah, that's all I've ever known. So what else?
What else? Yeah.
People don't like it.
People don't like it. So do you think that's the reason why HIV is going up?
Yeah, and most of the time, people are not aware of their status.
Ooh.
That's also the biggest thing. People are not aware, so it can be,
Yeah. That is huge. And because a lot of people, we actually need to look up the stats on how many people get tested for HIV on a monthly basis.
And
a lot of people don't.
Sorry, do you know that the reason it's going to say women are the leading rates for HIV is because women test more?
Oh, and men don't.
You guys are scared.
Cowards, bro. No, we
Very
are cowards, bro. We'll chase after a skirt, but you're not going to chase after test. You're crazy,
Man.
bro. Right? Your heart pumps, bro. It's like your heart is getting out of you.
You're thinking about everyone.
You know what? Interesting enough, eh? Okay, well, I mean, you go through HIV test, so you know your status is not.
Yeah.
Do you know your HIV status?
Doesn't that scare you?
Doesn't that scare you, though? Like, actually, like. No, he's thinking about what he was doing. That's what he's doing.
Shit, there's that girl. She's not around.
No, it's cool. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. We don't not judging here. This is not a place we judge. Safe space, right? But if you've ever gone for an HIV test, right, and ask anyone who's probably HIV negative, right? Everyone gets scared every time. It's a weird thing, and I think that's why guys are cowards. Guys rather face reality, right? So I think that's that as well. People don't want to use condoms. So what's the solution? You don't know.
Nah. I don't.
Well, you're the activist out here. What are you activizing?
Like, if most people in my comment section about the fact that they telling me like I'm not gonna stop, like it's
they're telling you. So people on your status tell you that they're not gonna stop. They're not going to start using condoms or condomizing.
Yeah, because we're in different roles. Because compared to my friend who does not believe in condoms.
Oh, really? Your friend doesn't believe? Okay, because there are people out there. That's actually cool. I want to know.
There are people. Yeah? He says it's apparently it's a mentality thing that like if you put in your mind that generally speaking you prefer this type, if you try a condom, not gonna work out. That's his theory. Yeah. And in my world.
Of course, yeah.
In my world of being the rap girl, it's like, I don't get it. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. It's up to the person if they want to use it.
Okay, cool. I'll tell you this, and this is my experience. The reason why I don't think they work because no one wants to use them.
Yeah. And it's always a place where they're not there. It's also that situation.
When you say,
Quickies is my guy.
Dude, now you're getting explicit. I need to add this on thingy, but
Really?
but that's the reality that everyone I think is facing as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
people, you see, the problem is we run away from our reality, and that's our
Yeah,
biggest
yeah,
mistake.
yeah.
Our reality is there are things we avoid talking, things we avoid addressing, like testing HIV. We avoid testing HIV, right? And now people don't know their status, and everyone thinks, no, it can't happen to
good,
me.
like,
I'm
no
good.
way.
Yeah. And then that's the
Like-
thing. So, there are things like that, and I think we need to really basically address that. I don't think condoms work because no one wants to use them, and it feels like I think people find them as the most unnatural thing that is there.
Yeah.
So there's that. But speaking about condoms, I think the other solution and the solution that's out there is PrEP, right? And I'm really excited to actually talk about PrEP. And yeah, like I'm really keen to be an advocate for PrEP and what they're doing and what King Online is doing. And I'm really stoked about them, right? For them coming through and sponsoring and supporting the podcast. Excited about that. What's really cool about King Online is they're not just a PrEP one-stop shop. Actually, what they do have is they've got up to 12,000 products, vitamin products, health supplements, and that sort of thing, where you can buy online. They're fast growing. They give you easy delivery, easy access. They're very friendly. They've got really good rewards. And no, guys, I don't have shares in King Online. So they're really on the ball, right? So if you're looking for vitamins, your magnesium, you're looking for your supplements, what else can I think of? Herbal medicines, menstrual cups. You find them.
there.
It's all there,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
So yeah, and I think they've got like a vast number of their product portfolio is actually growing really big. I checked it out the other day, and I was really impressed on what Dali and Tinashe and the other guys actually doing that side. So guys, you want health products?
Go there.
Go there. Yeah. Best advice you ever got?
Oh, let me see. Oh, it's
Use
not.
a rubber.
This is dark humor. Right here. It's all I've ever known.
I'm joking. Yeah. I say that because you got tough skin. We're building tough skin.
No, I
bro.
have a whole dark series.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
No, actually, I saw it.
You saw
I
it?
saw. I saw
love
your
it.
first. The first. I don't know. I think it's the one you pinned.
I pinned, yeah.
Yeah, the one you pinned. I was like, dude. But I found that solid. I found that savvy. And I found that really cool. So
Thank you.
Anyway, best advice you ever got?
Okay, let me think. On top, I got it from this lady that was cleaning actually.
Cleaning, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And funny enough, you get the dopest thingy from random people. Like, yeah. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
She found my TikTok the other day. She's like, "Oh, you do this," and she's very old. The fact that the older generation is more harsher with me, and and she was like, she has a relative, and she's like, she's like, it's not my job to make sure everyone's comfortable with my status, because she says that I don't know what she saw. She's like, she senses that sometimes I close off that version of myself, or I hide away like for social media because I'm trying to make someone comfortable.
Yeah.
She's like, it's not my job. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, don't make people comfortable.
Yeah.
That's the best advice you ever got.
Yeah, because it's recently, so I'm just like, oh,
Oh, okay. What's the best pickup line you've ever heard?
guys, do that.
I do that. Didn't I chuck one earlier?
You
I
did,
did,
yeah.
Like, and that was smooth. Bro. That was like,
I've not heard
but I
of-
didn't pick that up. Though.
Yeah, I've not heard of a pickup line since primary school.
Okay, but what's the best pickup line you ever heard?
I've never heard of a fifth one. Besides today's one, sorry. Besides today's one, nah.
Ah, bro, we need to get you out there, bro.
What's
You
the
need to-
best one you've said? Even
I've
you,
said.
Maya.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I can't, bro. Nah, dude,
For real?
dude,
For
guy,
pickup
guy,
line?
guy,
No,
guy.
no.
I've-
But like, how do you make it not to be cringe? Because you get those cringe ones.
It's you see the way it comes to you, right?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very it comes in conversation. Can be really dark. So you say something, then I'm witty, but I'm like, oh snap, that could actually work. But my mind works. Like I can thrive on that.
Oh, okay.
Like, dude, I can open books and files, bro.
Facially,
Like,
you
like you can
I
see,
believe
you can see
you.
the face. Like,
Yeah.
It's very convincing. Yeah. So there's that. But I think it's always hard for guys because guys have to chase.
Oh, yeah.
So you gotta be innovative. You gotta stay on top of the Yeah, you gotta make a plan, bro. Like I gotta be better. I'm competing with what 3-4 billion men.
Yeah, for
I
that
gotta-
one girl.
what do- exactly. So what do I have that's better, right? Than the next guy. Ever lost someone to HIV? Or actually, you don't do someone to HIV. Let's say AIDS. Ever lost someone to AIDS? Are you scared of AIDS?
No, I won't get it.
Be scared of AIDS? What you mean you're not scared of AIDS?
No, I won't
You're
get
not.
it. No.
Okay, you're not gonna
get it. I like joking around about AIDS. It's fun.
I don't think it's fun. That's dark humor now.
I know, that's what I mean. Because it's like, people are just like, they automatically think I have it. So I'm like, okay, why not?
But I think you can. I can't.
Yeah, you can't. That's the fun part about this. You'll get cancelled.
Like fast, bro, before I could even start.
That's the fun part about this.
Yeah. But like I deal with it and I see a lot of people suffering and dying from it. Dude, it's not nice. It's not like I'm scared.
So it advances over 10 years.
It can advance. I mean, like, I'm sure you've done research on it and stuff. But like it can advance and it's you don't die from HIV, you die from AIDS.
Yeah,
so we don't want to get you there, right? That's rule number one. That's why we want PrEP.
Like, how high should your viral load be to be under 8?
To be okay, no, like
it doesn't work with viral load.
It's not. It doesn't. Okay, viral load is your body's. It's like you're keeping the virus at bay. That way, your immunity can work and fire whatever bugs are coming.
Oh, okay.
So when the viral load is low, that means it's not replicating. That means it's not changing your immunity status. So immunity is like your CD4. Like you want your CD4 high, you want the viral load low, right? So your CD4 is the CD4 cells are the ones that are fighting. So when those are high and they're not being diminished, then you've got a chance. So when you get pneumocystis jirovecii, or that's just a funny word for saying another condition, PJP. Now I'm trying to show off that I got a brain at least, right? But when you get like not TB, TB is a bad example because everyone can die from TB. But when you get like a pneumonia, you can fight pneumonia off better if you've got if your viral load is very low because you can't replicate and your immunity is firing, is doing well.
Okay.
So that's basically the angle, right? So how your question is how low should it be before it AIDS?
How do you see that someone has AIDS? Like, what has to come proving that the person has AIDS?
Okay, now it seems like you're interviewing me.
I'm sorry, I'm just curious.
And then I'm gonna look foolish, and then people are gonna say, "Nah, dude, this guy, he's not trained for that, right? Yeah, I'm not trained." No. So it's the way I understand it is it works like this, right? It's not your viral load that's the count. It's you'll notice these days they hardly say AIDS. They'll say HIV related something. They'll probably say that. But more often than not, that'll be more or less AIDS, right? But AIDS is when it's like I was going to say last number, dude. Now this just sounds like dark humor, right? But this is like when your body can't fight at all.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's AIDS. When you can't now. So I don't want to put a figure on it because you could easily deteriorate at any stage along there.
Okay.
The number tells us the risk at which you are on that spectrum. Right. So that's what the number is going to tell us. Right. So, but what we want now from you is if we can keep the risk low, right? That's the viral load, right? If we keep it as low as possible, then we're winning.
Okay.
Right. Then we're not going to experience complications, or the reality of experiencing complications becomes very low.
Okay, I understand.
A lot of people don't also get this. You will die from pneumonia, bro. Someone is worried about HIV right now, bro. Pneumonia catches you right now, boom, you're gone, right? You'll die from a heart attack. My cousin plays football, passed away last year, November, right? 2 months now, actually, almost to the date. It's on the 14th of November, right? He had a heart attack, right? But what I'm trying to say is, those are the things people are worried about that they think will kill them, and not what's killing them. Their bad eating habits, their lifestyles is what's killing them, and that sort of thing. What advice would you give anyone facing similar challenges like you?
This is a journey.
Yeah,
it's the same thing as any other journey. I think there are gonna be good and bad days, but if you beat yourself up on something you can't control, that's what's gonna make everything worse.
Okay.
Yeah, someone was like, the way I keep on speaking about this is like I'm promoting it. Like,
wow.
I'm like saying, go get it. And I'm like, no, it's not even, because I do so many unboxes with the ARVs. I love it. They're like, I look you when I have it now. I'm like, do you?
Dude, I like you, bro. You're crazy, bro. All right. That's all, folks. It's the Chill Pill Podcast with Uranium, the Black Russian, and
Thando.
so radioactive on the Chill Pill Podcast. Guys, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. The revolution will not be televised. It's going to be podcasted. You can catch us on all podcasting platforms, right? Amazon, Google, Apple, Spotify, who else? All of them, guys. We are on there. And please, guys, I'm going to share Andy's social profile, her TikTok. She's big on TikTok. I'm really blessed she came through, right? And I want her to share, like, and tell her friends, all the 175,000 guys. We want to see you on the Chill Pill Podcast. We also want the guys here to actually go follow her. She's doing some remarkable stuff with FAQU and the activists. Couldn't say it, bro. It's funny, right? Like, I want to say it, I can't say it. Maybe this is the only time I could say it and it'd be okay. You know what I mean? Right. But anyway, dude, but real talk, you're doing amazing stuff.
Thank you.
And I'm pretty stoked that you're that bold. You've inspired me to do more and to do better and be better.
Thank you.